Hooray, it actually says that we're recording now. Because when I tried that earlier, it didn't say that we were recording. And I didn't know why. And we're rewinding. Okay, boom. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to rewind. This is what we're going to be rolling around in. It's like a green, green Camaro. I like the color. Probably my favorite out of, I guess the stockish colors I could have picked. And I didn't like the hood because it had those goofy, chrome things on it. I hated that. So we have a blower. I wanted a blower hood, and I was like, well, if I put the supercharger on it, then I actually have to put a supercharger on it. So I'm just going to assume everything works. Yeah. Let me start driving. I gotta wake up early tomorrow and pay my rent because we're almost getting to the first, which is fine. I have money in there, and then tomorrow's Tuesday, and then I should get paid. I'll get paid on Thursday, so it'll be fine. I turned the reflections off. I seen it in yesterday's video, and it was just as bad as it was in the car. Again, I had just installed the game, played a little bit. But then I seen how bad the in-car reflections were, and they were just giving me it just looked bad. I don't know how to explain it other than it looks bad. So I turned it off. So if the game looks slightly worse, it's because I had to turn reflections off, because seeing my hands in the steering, in the windshield, what does that do for me? What is that supposed to do for me? I'm sorry, I was looking down at the gear shift. You know me. I'm not as familiar as I need to be with shifting just yet. So yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna call FedEx after this, I guess. I'm gonna call them and be like, hey, so it's been almost a week now. My package has just been out for delivery for a week now. So what should I do? Yeah. And then I'm gonna contact Fanatec and be like, hey, so can you guys ship me another one, but not through FedEx? Possibly, because they kind of screwed me. So I upgraded a couple things on this, not much. I lightened it up. One of the things I had to do, I had to put a transmission in it because there's no way that I'm gonna go off this little right to the right. It's dirt. I can't even tell. I'm just gonna go slow. Nice and slow. Yeah, but I'm gonna contact Fanatec and be like, hey, dude, can y'all send this through not FedEx? Because I really don't want to be scammed anymore. I just feel like FedEx, they're running a scam on me. They only want to deliver it to their specific FedEx delivery location. And I've been to this dollar store before. I've been inside because I needed to go to the bathroom one time. Their back room is just full of packages and things that need to go out and shopping carts. And I've been in Dollar General before, right? So when I say it's bad, I'm not oh, it's no, it's legitimately bad and a super bad mess. And I hadn't been there in a couple months. Maybe they cleaned it up a little bit. But the last time I was there, it was bad. And this is where I had to send my e-brake. You know what I mean? And again, it's the only thing missing, and it really annoys me. I can't, I can't be pressing a button on the wheel to do that. That is specifically why I mapped my clutch back in the day to be my e-brake, because I just couldn't do that. It's too much. Alright. The car content that you can kind of expect to see on the channel. I mean, there's always going to be car content. I didn't be able to make that. There's always going to be some car content on the channel. I've always loved car games, ever since, I don't know, Underground and Underground 2, I guess. That's kind of, I guess, where the passion began. I mean, that's probably where everyone's passion kind of just began. Kind of hard to see without, with the blower blocking half of my, small part of my screen, but an important part, as it were. But the car content that you can expect to see is Forza Horizon. I guess I'm in the wrong gear. You can expect to see Forza Horizon 5, obviously, because I just bought the game. I'm not even really waiting for BeamNG to go on sale. I'm cool to give BeamNG 25 bucks. I should probably be cool to give Assetto 40 bucks because I've already put so much time into that. I should probably just buy the extra DLC for full price, but I'm poor, man. I'm poor, alright? So, I gotta make these decisions for me, and I kind of want to wait for those games to have a sale or something. I look down to shift, obviously. I kind of wait for those games to have a sale, but you can expect like no hezzy content whenever I actually get the thing for Assetto. On no hezzy privy servers, just rolling around on the highway because that looks super fun. Weaving through traffic, like, oh my god, dude, it looks super fun. So you can expect that. You can expect some BeamNG. I wanted to go left there, but you can expect some BeamNG content. Just BeamNG drive, BeamNG drifting, and just I don't know. Mostly probably drifting, like in this game, and in Assetto, I think I'm down to like the highway content and stuff, but I'm not as into the racing. Like in this game, it's more just like open world and exploration, and I'm going over my like crappy points in my vlog and stuff for the day, so it's actually pretty good. Like it's we're just going for a drive right now, where I attempt not to hurt us. Like you're in the passenger seat, and I attempt not to hurt us. Like we haven't had a bad accident yet. We haven't had a oh god, my gears. We haven't had a bad accident. We're still chilling. You know what I mean? We're still breathing. All good. Let's get fourth gear. I gotta look down for a second. It's like the look and drive, but way worse. Work was okay. So like for the first, they put me with the psycho, and you're like, yo, I thought you said you weren't gonna work with them anymore. Yeah, I'm not. So I'm not dealing with that. But they gave me the best person in the warehouse, like, as to basically do the job. Like whether you want him to or not, he's gonna do 70% of the job, right? So I was like, you know what? This is my homie. He's my friend. Like I like working with him. We're gonna let him do his thing. And so we did that for the first 4 hours. And then I come back from lunch 2 minutes early, maybe, because I usually do. And the schedule's not even the schedule's up, and it was the same as what it was earlier. So I'm like, all right, I go to my spot where I was earlier, and then I wait for my homeboy to show up. He doesn't show up. I'm like, all right, and then they send over this other guy that I've had a problem with. The other guy that wanted to fight me, beat me down, and everything else, and he has enough points to be fired, but they won't fire him because they can't get people or whatever. This looks cool. I'm practicing drifting, like, not a lot, but like 20 minutes or so of just drifting. That's me with the e-brake. I haven't really been using the e-brake too much because it's, I wasn't going anywhere there, huh? Okay. You live, you learn. Yeah, they put me, the guy came over and he's been cool with me for a while now. Like, everybody's been cool with me. Like, nobody wants no problems, right? Like, and I don't really want to argue with nobody or, like, get no fights with nobody. It's like, I don't have no problems with nobody. I'm always pretty cool, but like if you're messing with me, like at a certain point, like I'm gonna say something or there's gonna be like an issue or something. You know what I mean? All right. You know what? That might have hurt you a little bit. All right. That might be on the insurance company. All right. You know what I mean? Like, and it's an old car. Like, if your neck hurts, I don't want to hear no complaints. All right. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Never happened. But yeah, they tried to put me with these dudes, and just what happened. So I immediately went to the supervisor's office. I'm like, hey yo, so like we talked about this before, and my boy's not here, so like I'm not gonna stay here and work this line. I'm just gonna head back to the crib. And he's like, have you seen the schedule? I'm like, yeah, y'all put me over here. I'm like, okay. Yo, kind of nice right now. I'm like, yeah, I seen the schedule. I already looked at it. And then he shows me a totally new schedule where I'm doing something totally different. I'm like, all right, bruh. So after I'm like, I'm dipping, I'm out. Basically, he's like, no, man, you're cool. You just go do this. I'm like, whatever, man. I'm mad annoyed. And then they put me like, I basically been getting beat up for like the last two. I did a little something there. It was alright. They basically beat me up for like 2 hours straight, right? Or 4 hours straight, and then they expected me to just like, alright, well chill out, just hang out here, just look for parts, look for bad parts. I'm like, that's all I want to do is like look for errors in parts. It's such a sweet, cozy job. So I just got to hang out with Barbara and then this Hispanic girl all day. For the next 4 hours, just hanging out looking for errors. And there were tons of errors. You know what I mean? There were tons of errors to be found. Yeah, and I was like, I immediately asked the QC lady, I'm like, yo, how stringent are we trying to be here? Like, I need some idea of something. And she wouldn't really give me no, stringency. But Barbara was like, and they couldn't get a hold of their bosses to ask questions or nothing. So we scrapped, I don't know. 20, 30K. I'm way overdoing it. 20, 30K worth of parts just because it was like, well, that's got a wrinkle, that's got a hole, that's got a wrinkle, that's got a hole. Like, you know what I mean? For 4 hours, just me and the Hispanic girl, and then basically all three of us had to agree, like, alright, this is crap, you know what I mean? Like, we're just trashing this. We don't want our name attached to this. Versus, I'm like, they make me do stupid stuff all the time where my name's attached to scrap. I don't even care. Like, it don't make no difference to me. I'm here for my social security number. I'm out, bro. It don't make no difference. Here for this check, here to go home. Type thing. So, yeah. Just check the parts all day. And like I say, I was getting ready to blow up, man. Like, it was bad. Like, I already knew exactly where that was going. Alright, look. You know what I mean? That's on me. Hold on. I was about to say, isn't there a right there that we could take? If you need someone to like cause a scene, or you need someone to like, everyone in the situation can be totally cool and just chilling, like having a good time, and then you look over at me and it's like, yo, Andrew's over there like yelling at someone, like what's happening over there, like what's going on, and it's just like, you go over to me and you're like, hey, yo, what's up? And it's like, yo, he stepped on my shoe, man, like he did it on purpose, he looked it straight at me, he stepped on my shoe, like, you know what I mean, like, I don't know. Or just like, I'm bad about making a problem for something before it's even a problem is the best way I can say it. Like, it's not even a problem, but I assume it's a problem, so I try to get out. I don't know where I'm going with that. I try to get out in front of the problem by immediately just going like over the top. And it just doesn't really work for me sometimes. Because there was no point in it. Like, I never even had to go anywhere because there was never a situation. I just hyped myself up and got upset for nothing, which is basically what I did at work today. And I do it all the time. And it's not intentional. But Jesus, I do it all the time, you know what I mean? It's like, whether something's intentional or not, it's like, isn't that car just did a pop in? Come on, man. Immersion braking. Are you kidding me? I don't know if you can even turn off the score at the top of the screen, but it's pretty immersion braking as well. I needed to shift down in the second there and give a little more gas, but yeah, you know, learning. Learning. Yeah. On. Shift gears, and then go to the next page. Yeah. I gotta pay my $200 car insurance. Like I pay like it's like $220, $250, something like that. Like every 6 months or so for my car insurance for my car. Just the basic coverage that like. Oh, somebody hits me type thing. I think if I hit someone, I'd be in trouble. Which is pretty high, because I'm a pretty careful driver. You know what I mean? Like I say, like, if I was full focused on the road, we wouldn't have no accidents. Every time we have an accident, it's like, oh yeah, like he was looking down at, at his stupid notebook. Yeah. First shift is working this week, which they said they weren't. Everyone said they weren't going to be working this week. They were going to take the week off, but that didn't happen. I guess they are working. And then people are still saying, like, oh, we're taking, you know, second shift's taking Friday off. But nobody's actually told me or, you know, any of the other Americans, like, anything that we're not working that day. And the problem is, like, so it's like 80 to 90%, like, Hispanic crew, like, including the, I want to take that turn, but I need to be faster when I come up to a turn. Like, so it's like 80 to 90% like Hispanic crew, including the supervisors, and they don't even tell their own people anything. Like, they're pretty mean. Like, I don't know, they're pretty like, they're not great about telling their own people what's going on, right? Like, you just be like, oh, you out of a job, sorry. It's like, oh, sorry, you showed up, you drove all the way here tonight, like an hour here just to get here in your own car. Oh, sorry, we don't have work for you tonight. Like, yeah, so it's not great, right? So the only time we hear anything is like, when we're outside on a smoke break or something and you hear like a first shift person talking about something, or just like, you know, someone who's above you in pay grade, it's like, oh yeah, that person would be more in the know than me. You know what I mean? Ooh, this road was kind of nice, dude. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, the car. Yeah. Well, I guess I already kind of talked about the car, but yeah, it's just like, I think it's like 69 Camaro. The game gave it to me for free, I think, because I bought the premium pack or whatever. And it had some terrible livery on it, just like the Dodge Viper ACR that I had that the game gave me. And I don't know, I just had to upgrade it a little bit. I had to change out the transmission because I went to drive it and it only had 4 gears, and I'm like, that's so not happening. Yeah, we went down to second there instead of fourth. But yeah, I was like, it's just not happening. That we're only gonna have 4 gears, or yeah, 4 gears total. I was topping on like 134. I was like, that's okay, but like, dude, I have a supercharger and everything. I think the car is like 100 above wherever I started out with it. It was like a C class or something. Now it's like a B9 something. I made the tires a little wider. I did like a couple different things to it. I didn't put drift tires on. I didn't even know that you could do like drift modifications, and I don't know if I'm even a fan of that, because if it's anything like the crew drift modes or anything, I'm just like, it's probably crap. I doubt it's like that because, you know, Forza, they know what they're doing with the tuning and everything, but still, I'm still like slightly worried about that. Let's see. I wish I could use my Facebook Marketplace, like, I don't know what I'm gonna call it, like, I can, if you need something and it's expensive or hard to find, I can probably find it for you. You want a Herman Miller chair? You want like a Secret Labs chair? Do you need a very expensive driving simulator? Do you need a very expensive TV because somebody upgraded theirs? Do you need a massive TV? Do you need a projector? Do you need surround sound? What do you need? Because realistically, I'm so not ranking any of this. Because realistically, your boy could pretty much source any of that out for you, like right now. You know what I mean? I can source that out. You know, I know all the keywords to find it. I know like what I'm looking for. I know how to cross-reference with Google searches and like what it's actually worth. And I'm not completely opposed to like taking people's legs off to, you know, get something for like 30 to 40% of retail. Even though that doesn't always work for me. You know what I mean? Like, and I just wish I could. I wish I could utilize that power to make money or something. I don't know. I seen a sign in yesterday's video. I seen at least one, if not 2, signs that I missed, and I'm like, oh, dude, cool. Because I actually watched yesterday's video. I don't really watch my videos anymore because they're just too long. I just feel like that's too much time. Like, I'm spending time like writing down points in a book, and now I'm doing this, and I'm doing that. It's like, but at a certain point, it's like you have to put in less time. Like, you know what I mean? My time to quality level is not the best. You know what I mean? Like, that's where we're kind of at, I guess. But yeah, I just wish that I could utilize like my Facebook Marketplace powers or something, or like just my thrift store stuff, like all this stuff that I can find that I'm like, all right, so I can buy this for like, you know, fairly cheap and it's worth X. I'm just not good at the like, all right, post this, you know, find someone who wants to buy it, or I don't know. I'm just not good at that part of it. But I can find it. I can get it for super cheap. Yeah. But I can't, you know, I'm not good at the other part of it. Which is something I'm hoping to work on in the future because, again, I don't intend to be working like 10 years, so we gotta come up with other strategies. And then the other point I wrote down in the book is, yeah, I got tons of ideas, man. And I know it sounds like it's stupid, but like realistic ideas, you know what I mean? Like, power washing business, like power wash concrete, like different things like that. Painting, like simple plumbing businesses, like you know, $25 an hour, like a basic plumber or something. Like, I don't know. If it takes me 5 minutes to unclog your toilet, like it's still $25. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Like, so there's lots of different like ways that I could tell you to make money, or ways that maybe people that were more high functioning than me to make money. But I wrote it down. Again, I'm not looking at the book anymore. I'm kind of focusing more on driving. Like, I wrote it down in the book, but like, oh god, I've lost myself. I was fine until I lost myself. Oh yeah, but I wrote it down in the book. I just wrote down I'm stupid. Like, that's what I was. That's the point that I was going to. That I felt I lost myself just before I got there. Like, I'm dumb. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not very smart. Like, I'm very smart in some ways, and I'm very high functioning in some ways. But in other ways, I might as well be like legitimately like as special needs as it gets. Like, Like I can't do certain things. Like I'm not good in social situations. Like sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. I don't have proper reactions to different social situations sometimes. Like I don't know. I don't have proper responses to things that a normal person has. It's like there's a lot of things, man, and that make it very difficult. It's like pressure wash your business. Oh, dude, I could wash. That's there we go. All right, I could wash. I could pressure wash concrete. I could pressure wash the side of houses, and all that stuff. It literally doesn't matter to me, dude. My back is on fire all the time. My tooth, depending on if it's hurting or not, I'm at like at least a 4 out of 5. It's like someone's stabbing me with pins and needles all day long. Like it hurts so bad. Like sometimes my eyes water. It hurts so bad. I'm like I want to cry. You know what I mean? I have a high pain tolerance. It just hurts, man. Like I'm used to pain. I'm used to hardship. I'm used to all these things. So like the actual physical part of it or anything like that, I have no. I need to go down here. The actual physical part of it, like I have no fear whatsoever. I'm not like scared of how hard it might be or anything like that. It's more just like I'm not good at like talking to people. Like sometimes I am, but a lot of times I'm not, and I don't value myself enough, and I don't know. Like there's so many things that make it super hard. I know it's all excuses, man. That's all it is excuses, but I have to be very careful, man, because I put myself in situations where I let people take advantage of me, whether I intend to or not. Like it's bad. I don't know. I devalue myself to the point of barely being human, and I don't know. And then you might be like, and then you just might accept different things. Like I don't know, maybe someone tells you to do poor work. I don't know. It's just, and you're accepting of it. It's just so many things, man. I wish I was a lot of things. But what I am right now is a hard-working factory worker that grinds it out. And I was talking to, I'm super done. That's the problem I keep having with the drifting, is I end up spinning. Alright. Dude, I don't know where I am, but at least we're not on that same coastal road that I was looping on earlier. I specifically, when I started out, went left. And was like, alright, just go this way for a little while, and now we're not looping as far as I can tell. Like, we're going to new places. I'm struggling with the gear shift super hard. But the other thing, like I told Jim too, like I showed him a picture of my setup. I'm like, yeah, it's not done. I'm still waiting on the e-brake, and then I gotta put all the games and stuff up on the table because there's some boxes. I told Jim, I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, how much is that? I'm like, oh, $600. And I told him I'm still like saving, usually $1,000 a month, which is not always $1,000 a month. And the whole problem with that too is it's like, so the way I spend money sometimes is like I intend to work at this job for a long time. I intend to be at this job for a very long time is how I am like working at this job, right? Or how I spend money sometimes. It's like, oh dude, you intend to be like, here for a while. I don't know. I'm still saving money, but I'm spending, I'm still spending money, I guess frequently, or more frequently than someone who wanted to just buy a house and do all these things would. Like I say, I've said it before, but I'm kind of just like, the job sucks, and I have to like motivate myself through wasting money and like keeping myself, not to say humble because that's not the right word, but just keeping myself like hungry. That I'm like, I need to get out here and I need to get this, or I don't know, or I'll fall off of my like goal. You know what I mean? I'll fall off of my. Okay, I hit the e-brake there, and then it just murdered me way after I hit it. It's like it's hard for me to describe it, other than like I feel like I have to try and like motivate myself in some way through spending money, and even though I'm still saving money, I'm still doing this, and it's like, alright, here, I can explain it better. So it's like I'm min-maxing, I could min-max how much money I'm saving, right? Which I'm already doing in many regards. I'm eating as little as I can, I'm not going anywhere, I'm not doing many different things, right? I'm min-maxing pretty hard. I don't eat out, I don't do this, I don't do that. So I'm already min-maxing. But the truth is I could min-max even harder, right? I could I could not buy myself the cool computer. I could not buy myself the cool sim racing rig. I could not go to thrift stores at all, so I don't end up accidentally buying toys or, you know, buying whatever, right? Like I could totally do that. I should have been in third gear for that. I could know why it was gonna be. Yeah. So I could min-max a lot harder than I am currently. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like min-maxing has diminishing returns, especially on my mental health and just like, how hard I drive myself, dude. Like, my heart doesn't feel great some days, man. Like, I legitimately, and like, all the sitting around that I do sometimes, and just everything else, man. Like, my legs throb sometimes. Like, I don't know. Like, I just always feel like, that was not the right gear. I'm in fourth. I really thought I was in third there. Man. I don't know. I gotta stop being so depressing and like making it sound like I'm always dying. I don't feel great, you know what I mean? Everything hurts, everything's like rough, and yeah, I don't ever feel great. I feel like I push myself super hard. And at the same time, I also don't feel like I push myself hard enough. I feel like you sleep too much. I feel like you're not productive enough. You know what I mean? There's so many things that I feel like, but at the same time, it's like, my body sometimes seems like it indicates that I've gone way too hard and I need to like chill. Dude, I don't know where I'm going right now, but this is a beautiful section I'm at, dude. I've been on a sick uphill section for a hot minute now, and it's pretty spicy, bro. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I kind of feel it with the drifting, but I really need that dedicated. I need the dedicated e-brake so that I relearn that my clutch is not my e-brake, so I never am accidentally going for the e-brake and smashing the clutch, because that just makes me go faster or not stop or do whatever, right? Like, I gotta get practiced up on that. And then just the shifting, like, which I will learn. Like, all this stuff is muscle memory, and I'm very good at muscle memory, dude. That was a sick ascent up this mountain. I enjoyed that thoroughly. Like, I was on the same road. I didn't have to think about nothing, dude. That was fun. And just to elaborate more, I guess, on the business ideas, like, I don't know, skipped over this or whatever. So, like I say, I have tons of different business ideas, not just like the ones that I just listed, but I have lots of different ones. And with that, there's legal ones, there's illegal ones, like, there's ones that are kind of like gray. See right there, I just went for my clutch, and I thought it was my e-brake to extend out the corner a little harder. That's that problem I have, you know what I mean? But there's like gray market things. Like I mentioned it in the point where like right after COVID, like I don't know how long after COVID, but after COVID, if you lived in the country, I'm dead. But if you lived in the country after COVID, almost every farmer out there had a brand new F-350, brand new Dodge Ram 3500, dually. You know what I mean? Brand new off the lot. Favorite color that they wanted. You know what I mean? Every single person had one. And if you had a mom and pop business, or you had some sham business, you easily could have done the exact same thing. You know what I mean? You could have just been like, oh, yo, this is Gary's thrift store, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a reason that so many people did this scamming. Like, I don't know. And then I wrote down another thing where I was just like, you know, if you got some balls and, you know, you got, like, the network for it, and you don't mind commuting, like, well, you're probably already, you know, making more than enough money that you don't even have to really worry about it too much anymore. Like, I don't know. There's so many different, like I say, not super legal ways to make money. But I'm not down for any of those. I don't want to go back, bro. And nobody wants to go back. You want to put your life on pause, you go back. I know. I need more gas. That's where I need to hit that clutch. That's where that problem is. I'm out of the power, man. I'm not hitting that clutch at all. It's all gas, baby. I don't know. I can kind of feel it with the drifting a little bit. I have to in one of the drift cars. Actually, I might do that right after I turn this off and just hop back in a drift car and just try and send it down the mountain and see what I can do. Actually, hold on, let me see. Let's get serious. This is my normal mode. Alright, watch my gears, know where I'm at. I'm gonna like legitimately bomb down the mountain until we pass away. No, that's not. We didn't pass away. I learned nothing. Nah, we're totally fine, alright? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to drift, but that's kind of what's happening. Power is bad. I don't like what's happening. I'm in a really weird power band. Alright, I can get this back. No, I can't. Alright, we are so done. I appreciate anyone that watched. It was somehow worse in third person. As soon as I went to third person, it was just like, oh, and it's over now. Which is, I'm normally a third person driver. But again, with the wheel cam and everything, I know, most people are like, you would be in third person or first person? Like, I don't know. I'm getting more used to it. I want to practice more in first person. I used to do it off and on, and it's like it's possible, but there's so much information that you lose out on being, in first person. But it's about the immersion, right? You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not making that. I went for the e-brake again, and it's the clutch. It's my favorite. Alright. Appreciate anyone that watched. Like I said, there'll be more content to come. I think maybe I'll try a little bit more on the drifting. I'll try and get something, just like a clip. A clip. I think I need to do more shorts and stuff. I don't know. There's a lot of things I need to do differently. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope everyone has a good day. And then watch it just like didn't record anything or do anything. It said it was recording. I was like, yeah, I turned off immediately after.